Todd Kohlhepp is an American serial killer, sex offender, and kidnapper who was convicted of murdering 7 people in Spartanburg County, South Carolina between 2003 and 2016. In addition, Kohlhepp kidnapped and raped at least 2 women and claims to have killed many more. Kayla Brown survived her encounter with Todd Kohlhepp when investigators heard screaming and banging coming from a metal shipping container where she was held captive for 2 months. The events leading up to this horrific discovery are as follows. On August 31st, 2016, Kayla Brown and Charlie Carver drove to the South Carolina property of Todd Kohlhepp to clear underbrush for him. Kayla Brown had done some cleaning work for Kohlhepp's real estate business in the past, so she had no reason to be suspicious about meeting up with him. Once on the property, Kayla and Charlie grabbed the necessary tools from Todd Kohlhepp's shed. Moments later, Kayla heard footsteps behind her approaching slowly, and out of curiosity, she turned around to see Todd Kohlhepp pointing a gun at them. Charlie Carver was shot 3 times in the chest at point-blank range. Todd Kohlhepp ordered Kayla to turn around, where he would then handcuff her, take her inside his house, and put her on the floor. For the next 2 months, Todd Kohlhepp kept Kayla Brown chained inside the shipping container, taking her out once or twice a day to rape her. On one particular day, he walked Kayla around the 96-acre property and showed her 3 graves that appeared to have people buried in them. Kohlhepp then said, "Kayla, if you try to escape, you're going directly into one of those graves." While locked inside the shipping container, Kayla tried to distract herself with books and a DVD player that Kohlhepp had given to her. She slept on 2 thin dog beds, ate crackers and peanut butter, and said whatever she had to in order to survive. Several days after Kayla Brown and Charlie Carver went to Kohlhepp's property, Charlie's mother, Joanne Shiflett, became concerned that she hadn't heard from him in a while. Initially, she thought he was sleeping after his 12-hour shifts, as he did many other times, but as the days went on, she knew something was wrong. Meanwhile, one of Kayla Brown's friends was also growing wary of her silence and had started asking questions of her own. The couple's friends and family members grew even more confused when strange posts started appearing on their social media accounts. Odd Facebook statuses suggested that Brown and Carver had gotten married, purchased a home, and were living happily together. So the question remained, why weren't they responding to any calls or texts? Charlie Carver's mother decided to file a missing persons report, and the police quickly began looking for answers. Investigators started their search by obtaining cell phone and social media records for Charlie and Kayla. They noted that her phone had last pinged from a cell phone tower somewhere in the area of Spartanburg County, but the location wasn't precise. It wasn't until police were able to look through Kayla's Facebook records that they discovered messages between her and Kohlhepp about working on his land, which was within the area where her cell phone had last pinged. This was the key they needed to obtain a search warrant for Kohlhepp's property. As they searched the 96 acres, investigators heard a banging noise coming from a large metal shipping container. Inside was Kayla Brown, with chains around her neck and ankle to keep her from escaping. When police asked where Charlie Carver was, she responded, "He shot him." Todd Kohlhepp shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest. He wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the tractor, locked me down here, and I've never seen him again.
Watch out, y'all move. I got it, watch out.
Cut me through, okay? What's your name? What's your name, man?
Lauren, gotcha. All right.
Just a girl.
Just a girl. How are you, honey? We're bolt cutters. This is our investigator. He's a paramedic, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get you out of there, okay?
Just hang loose for me.
Anybody got I need a handcuff key. Handcuff key. I got
it right here. Hold up. Y'all slide back. Hold on.
He's got a light. We gotta let you take photographs.
Randy, let me see your light, Randy.
You can put your hand down, sweetheart. I got one's in my car. One's under my car. Gloves on when I did that.
No big deal.
Bolt cutter.
No big deal.
Just hit the chain right there loose.
Hold it up.
Just right there at her hand, Brandon. We'll get it off.
We'll get it off here. Cut it right here.
Do you know where your buddy is?
Charlie?
Yes.
He shot him.
He shot him.
Who did?
Douche.
Todd Kohlhepp shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest, wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the tractor, locked me down here, and I've never seen him again.
Okay.
He says he's dead and buried. He says there's several bodies dead and buried out here, and he says that the dogs will be ruined if they go looking because there's red pepper.
We're gonna step you up, sweet. Because there's what?
Red pepper.
Okay.
Tell the dog people that.
He says
No,
there's
just-
pepper everywhere around the car. The car's supposedly in a ravine under the land.
Okay.
Supposedly covered and painted.
Detectives also found Charlie's car, which had been spray painted brown and dumped in the woods. Unfortunately, that was just the beginning of their gruesome discoveries. During the 2 months that Kohlhepp held Kayla Brown captive, he told her all about the previous crimes he had committed, even the ones he's never been connected to. He liked to brag that he was a serial killer and a mass murderer, Kayla Brown said in an interview. Kohlhepp told Brown that he killed nearly 100 people and that he wanted to murder even more because, quote, he had dreams of his body count being in the 3 digits. As the police looked into these claims, they made a horrifying discovery. Kohlhepp was connected to at least 2 unsolved cases in the area. In 2003, he murdered 4 people in a nearby motorsports store, but the mass shooting had gone unsolved for 13 years. And just a few months before Kayla and Charlie had gone missing, Kohlhepp had hired a married couple to do work on his property. He then killed the husband and raped the wife for a week before shooting her as well and burying them both in the graves he had later shown to Kayla Brown. In court, Kohlhepp pleaded guilty to 7 counts of murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of criminal sexual assault. He was condemned to 7 consecutive life sentences, and he remains imprisoned in Columbia, South Carolina. As for Kayla Brown, when asked what message she had for her captor, she responded, "He tried to crush me, but I'm not broken. He cannot destroy who I am. I won."